Well, hello. So one thing we haven't shown you is what we eat when we're on Dreammaker. So I thought we'd do a little video about that. And of course you can cook anything on a narrowboat, so I'm not going to just do a recipe video. I'm going to show you what we actually cook. We try to do one pot meals as much as possible. Simple stuff but tasty stuff. And if there's a decent shop or a decent butcher's, then we'll go up there, see what there is, get some decent stuff and cook that. So just 4 or 5 of the typical meals we cook when we're out and about on Dreammaker. Hope you enjoy. So Dreammaker's a lovely boat. In terms of cooking facilities, she's like many narrowboats in what she's got. We've got this spin flow 4-burner gas hob, which runs off the LPG gas bottles. 2 13-kilogram bottles in the bows of the boat. We've got our new Shoreline fridge with icebox, so we can fit quite a lot in there. Judy's fantastic with the Jenga. And the 2 other cooking items we've got is this oven and grill. It's not full-sized and it's gas, so you have to bear that in mind. Everything takes a bit longer. And up there is a microwave, which is fine for 5 or 10 minutes, especially if the sun's shining or the engine's running. So we've got a oven, grill, microwave and hob, same as most people in their house. And today's meal is a fine example of the sort of thing we do on the boat. Here we are in Lechlade, where there's an amazing butcher. We got him to cut us off these 2 lovely juicy pork steaks. We've got some pesto left over, so I've looked up a recipe. I'm going to season those well, smear them with pesto and grated cheese and roast them in the oven. We've got some potatoes that need eating. We tend to use baking potatoes on the boat because they're so versatile. You can make chips out of them, you can bake them of course, you can make roasties out of them, and you can mash them. So there's some potatoes there in the pan, ready to parboil and then roast. And from Budgeon's we found some sprouting broccoli. So oven baked pesto pork steaks, roast potatoes and sprouting broccoli. That's tonight's meal. Okay, pork steaks are ready. You're supposed to use parmesan, but we haven't got any of that, so that's cheddar. Beer's on the go. Time to light the oven and hope the gas doesn't run out. There we are. Potatoes and pork are in the oven. And the potato pan is washed up, ready for the broccoli. And everything else is washed up. Wash up as you go, because you've got limited space on a boat, so you can't afford to have piles of washing up everywhere. Time to sit down for half an hour and let things cook. And 45 minutes later or so, service. Is Judith proportioning up the potatoes? It always gives me more than her.
6, 2, 4, 5. Well, yeah. That's fine. I'll have a bit more veg than you, because I like veg.
Sprouting broccoli, that's been your job, hasn't it? You're the veg chef. Pesto pork steak, roast potatoes, sprouting broccoli. Let's dig in. So what's the verdict?
Oh, it's gorgeous. Really, really tender. Lovely taste.
Good.
Really nice, thank you.
So of course, if you're going to eat on a boat, you've got to get provisions. Here we are walking back from St John's Lock to Lechlade, about a mile, to get food, because there's not going to be much shopping between here and Thrupp, which is where we're headed. So I've got my rucksack on, Judith's got her rucksack on. We're going to go to the Lechlade butchers for some yummy stuff, and then to Budgeon's to stock up on essentials. About a mile each way. And the first place to go is Lechlade's award-winning family butcher. Let's see what Judith bought in there.
So we've got some lovely seeded rolls.
Yeah.
Last time they're for the burgers. Pork and leek sausages.
Ooh.
6, I think I asked for. They're pretty big though. Now I got you a dirty burger.
Oh wow.
Sort of smoky stuff in it, and I just got a regular burger. Then I got some pork schnitzels.
Oh wow.
But you have
Pan
to
fry those.
them. Yeah, you have to fry them.
Make some chips, maybe some peas.
Yeah,
That'd be lovely.
yeah,
Now we'll just get ordinary stuff from Budgeon's.
yeah.
Budgeon's. There we are. Provisions for 6 days on Dreammaker. Plus a few more bits and bobs that are in cupboards already. Judith's job to somehow pack that lot away.
We'll see how that goes. Ta-da!
As if by magic,
Yeah.
it's all gone. Right. There we go. Sliced onions gently caramelising for those gorgeous burgers, cooking low and slow. Meanwhile, Judith is preparing a salad garnish. Makes the burger much more healthy to have a bit of lettuce with it, apparently. And there you have it, the finished product. Oh, that's going to be delicious. Always try and eat local if you can. That is gorgeous. Local butcher burger. Super fresh roll. It's gorgeous. Moored up at Kelmscourt. Lunchtime. But what do we actually have for lunch? Let's go and see what we're having today. Top side of beef, bit of chutney, bit of Stilton, bit of lettuce on top with a bit of salad cream, and that's that. And the only thing left are some Pringles. Judith has something very similar, but without the chutney or the Stilton. The finished article. Let's go and enjoy. And tonight we have a Dreammaker classic. Judith's veggie sausage pasta. So there are 6 Richmond veggie sausages chopped up, and Judith's going to take those away and fry them to make them crispy. 1 chopped onion, 1 chopped pepper, or bell pepper as they say in America, seeds removed, and then we got a can of tomatoes and some pen pasta and Judith's special ingredients. So what are they, Judith?
Some tomato puree. Worcestershire sauce. Though we say Worcestershire sauce. Maybe a bit of HP sauce.
Garlic.
Mixed herbs. Lazy garlic. Salt and pepper.
Okay, let the magic begin.
Right.
So what we're going to do, so you're frying the onions and the peppers.
Yeah, and then I'm going to add the tin of chopped tomatoes, the other ingredients, let that bubble for a few minutes.
While the pasta's cooking.
Yeah, pop the sausage back in, drain the pasta, and then add the pasta to the pan.
Alright.
Serve.
And serve. Yeah. And in go the sausages to marinade in that lovely tomatoey sauce.
Should we usually have 4 each, but you know.
We had 6.
Yeah, 3 each.
It's a feast.
Plenty.
We normally have 4 each, do we?
Yes.
Oh, right. That'll be fine.
They come in a pack of 8 usually, but because ours was frozen, it was just some left.
All right.
From before.
This is a meal that you don't have to be exact about. Okay, the final step. In goes some cooked pasta. Give it all a stir around. And it's ready to eat. This really is delicious.
It's not actually as much as it looks probably, but it does look a lot, doesn't it?
Well, it is a main meal.
Yes.
Yeah. And there you have it. Judith's veggie sausage pasta. It really is delicious. We eat it a lot on Dreammaker. Why don't you try it yourself? So the other thing we quite often have on Dreammaker is a curry. We're quite near the surfaces, so tonight seems to be the right night to have a curry, and I'm going to try some of this stuff. Chinese chicken curry mix. Never tried it before. Normally we use the Mayflower stuff. So I'm going to make a chicken curry using this, and we'll see how that turns out. So we start off with 2 chicken breasts, diced, a small onion, or in our case half of a large onion left over from yesterday, chopped, and the only other ingredient is some of that can of sweet corn and some frozen peas that are in the freezer, and we'll see what that's like. So we'll fry up the chicken and the onions for a bit. Right, let's stir in this powder, a bit of cumin for added piquancy. Stir that in, and then we'll add some water. Water's in. Now we'll bring it to the boil, stirring constantly. 10 minutes to go, and in go some Aldi frozen peas. I'm going to put them in for 10 minutes because they don't seem to go soft. And some of that sweet corn is the finishing touch. Rice is ready in about 3 minutes, and we'll serve it up and see what it's like. And there you have the finished article. Let's see what it tastes like.
It's got really nice flavour. A bit of spice, but just not too much spice. Yeah, lovely. Thank you, darling.
That is a pretty good approximation to a Chinese chicken curry, and it took 25 minutes. So, okay, we'll leave you with this one. Yesterday we had a walk up to Bampton, 5 miles, to visit the award-winning Bampton butcher, Patrick Strange, where they sell pork pie pickle and pork pie. So that's my lunch. But Judith wants to share her childhood favourite. There's a pasty from Patrick Strange Butchers. She's going to pop that in the oven, and then let's see what she does with it.
So the pasty is hot, and now I'm going to add tomato soup. Make a little island in the middle with the pasty. It should actually be a tin of Heinz tomato soup, but unfortunately we haven't got any, so it's a Heinz tomato cup of soup. But this is what me and Denise used to have fairly regularly when we were young. You should try it because it's really, really delicious.
So there you have it. A small sample of the sort of stuff we cook and eat when we're out and about on Narrowboat Dreammaker. I hope you found it interesting. Next week we're back to a normal cruising video probably, although a few things have happened that we need to tell you about. So keep watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Now I'm off to eat that pork pie.